Yo, what's good, everybody, man? And welcome back to the channel. I know I've been gone for a while, but I'm coming back with some heat and some pressure to drop on y'all today. And if y'all know me, you know I'm talking credit, man. And you know I'm talking about how to get to the bag. So I want to take y'all on my quick little journey on how I secured over $200,000 for my business within a 30, 45, I think it was about 45 days it took me to get it. Now, this was all business credit cards that I was able to get within these 45 days. Of course, with some of the relationships that I have with my bankers, but I still want to introduce y'all to the stacking method that I went through in order to obtain this high amount of funding in a short period of time. So, I got to break it down to y'all from the beginning, man, so to make sure y'all understand the full process and y'all can't skip a beat. So let's dive into it. The first thing we're going to look at, making sure your credit profile is right. You can't get approval with collections, late payments, derogatory marks. You cannot get these type of approvals with this stuff on your credit profile. So make sure we clean that stuff up first. But just to show y'all an example of what a fundable credit profile should look like, I'm just going to pull one up for you right here. So I know a lot of y'all love Credit Karma. So we're just going to go over here just to break down the basics of what needs to be on a credit profile, how it needs to be structured as far as like account wise and everything like that. As you can see, this is a credit profile with a 745 credit score. So 745 can be a hollow 745 or it can be a good strong 745, meaning that you got accounts, you don't have no derogatories, you don't have too many inquiries, you got mixtures of accounts, and you got a little bit of some limits on there too, low utilization and everything. That's what's going to get you in the door. So let's take a look and see what we got on here, man, so y'all can get an understanding on how y'all profile need to look before y'all go walking in these banks talking about let me get $100,000, not looking crazy. So we got our payment history 100%. Credit card utilization is down. Now I believe the available credit limit with this person right here is like around 60,000. That's with an authorized user. So personal credit cards are good. 2 high limit personal credit cards. You need at least 2 high limit personal credit cards. You don't need them to be 20,000, but that's even better if they are. But $3,000 to $5,000 limits, and you don't have it for about like 6 months to a year. Be good to go ahead and start your business credit journey in order to get some high limit approvals, at least 10,000 or better when you're putting in these applications. Now, I suggest if you don't have a personal credit card that's over now I suggest if you do have a personal credit card that's under $10,000, what you need to do is add you a couple authorized users with high limits to give you that extra increase to your to your available credit limit. And that's going to help you. Even though lenders can see it as authorized users, it still helps you out as far as like your available credit that you have to be able to get access to if needed. For the people that's over $10,000, y'all can have one credit card that's just over $10,000 and you don't aged it for at least 6 months to a year, and then start your business funding sequence. I say if you only get one card that's $10,000, just go ahead, because you're going to have to wait for 6 months to a year. Go ahead and just get you another card and hope that you at least get another $10,000 or $20,000 going through the right credit unions, because they're usually the ones that's going to give you the highest limits anyway. So once you don't structure yourself like that on the personal side, then you'll be able to start your business funding sequence. Now, of course, no derogatory marks. Their age is a little bit low right now. We're waiting on the authorized user to hit. 3 is but 5 is good. That's the sweet spot. When you see this is red, that means you might not really be too strong, a medium impact. But you want to be in the red and the green zone. You want all of this to be green. So 5 years is a sweet spot. Once those authorized users hit, they'll have an extra account on there. We'll put them in 9, which would be in the green spot, which would be good. And low inquiries, 2 inquiries. These inquiries are old, but they're tied to open accounts, so we're not going to remove them. But if your profile looks like this, and you need help with getting funding, or you want to start doing the funding yourself, go ahead and go for it. And that's what I'm going to show you right now on where to go first to make sure you get the best approval odds and you're not just putting inquiries on here that you got to remove anyway. So let's jump into it and start taking y'all into some of the banks that I went through to go ahead and start a funding sequence. So the first one we got here is GM. I'm trying to move this so it's not in the way of y'all. GM by Marcus. Now y'all know they are the ones who back up the Apple Card too, so you can go through the same pre-approval. 9 times out of 10, they're going to pull your TransUnion, but I have heard of them pulling Experian. Now, you need, of course, a 700 or better credit score with the profile that I kind of showed y'all needs to be looking like before you go and apply. Of course, they're going to be going off of your stated annual income, your estimated annual income. Make sure that your numbers are making sense. If you're saying that you don't want to say that you only going to see yourself making $70,000. Now, I'm not telling y'all what to put on there, but credit cards are projected income. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing business credit cards, it's based off of what you see your business is going to be making. So make the numbers make sense. They'll be pulling your TransUnion, your FICO 8 credit report. They give high limits. I have seen them start people off with $20,000, and they let you know what you approved of before you even accept anything, or if you're even approved at all. They're backed by Goldman Sachs, the same one that backs up the Apple credit card. They're going to be stop number 1. Now, after them, the next pre-approval we're going to go over to is going to be, we're going to jump into Citizens Bank. Citizens Bank has been a hot one lately, man. So if y'all watching this, act with speed, get your LLC structured right, make sure your profile, your personal credit profile is on point, and go ahead and jump into hot water with them, man, because they are shooting out limits. You're looking at getting around $30,000 to $40,000 out the gate with a new LLC. True, at least I say have your LLC is good. You can have one that's a month or two old, but if you got one that's 6 months old, that is the sweet spot for a lot of these lenders, especially with new LLCs. At least have it at least 6 months. So while you are repairing your credit or building your credit up, waiting for accounts to hit, go ahead and start that LLC today, because you never know when you might need to go get funded and get access to some capital. You don't want to be waiting. So you don't want to be waiting when it's time to go get funded. You want to be able to go get active. As soon as you're ready, you want to be able to go ahead and start apply. So let's jump into a few little data points and see all what they offer with their business accounts with Citizens Bank. So as you can see, they got the Great for Rewards Business MasterCard. Comes with a 0% interest APR for 6 months after account opening, and you can earn $325 when you spend $5,000 within the first 90 days. And this is your everyday points business MasterCard. Now, of course, when I stack and do my credit card stacking, I like to go for 0% interest because I want to be able to use as much as I can and get a turnaround on some of that money before I have to start paying interest on that. So if I get approved for $30,000 and I know I'm gonna be running $20,000 on ads, I want to be able to run that $20,000 without paying any interest on it for the first 6 months. And then when I do have to start paying interest, I'm looking at what my APR, my interest is going to be, and my credit profile is good, so I should be on the low side of this, closer to 15%. Now they do got another one that is the 0% interest for 12 months. Citizens is so sweet, man. Make sure y'all go and take advantage of them. They're going to be pulling your Equifax, but they are only doing a soft pull. It's not going to be a hard pull. You can get qualified and approved a hard pull on your credit profile, man. Sweet. Make sure y'all take advantage of them, man. Full advantage. Now, they do got other business products and everything like that, but for the sake of the video on what I want to talk about today, we're just going to talk about the credit cards that they offer. So both of their business credit cards come in with a 0% APR, one for 6 months. The other one's going to be for 12 months. Go for the 12 months. If you're like me, I want for as long as I can. And then when it comes back, you're going to be looking at 12% interest instead of the 15. I got 0% interest for 12 months. No annual fee or anything like that. So Citizens Bank, a gem. Don't sleep on them. The next one is going to be one of my favorite ones. One of my favorite ones, and most people do not talk about. Hold on. Man, listen, if y'all been liking the information I've been giving up in this video and y'all feel like y'all really been getting some useful gems, hit the like and subscribe button and show your boy some love, man. And don't forget to turn on that notification tab. But if y'all want to get information like this on a consistent before it hit YouTube, because sometimes I just don't got the time to make the videos, but I do have a community. Come check out my community, man, and see what all you can get access to on a consistent basis, and you get more one-on-one with me instead of trying to send me messages over YouTube. Right here is some of the courses that I got. Full course layout, how to do a lot of this stuff step by step, so you can get a better understanding on everything. Some of this stuff will never hit YouTube, but I got it right here in my community. So if you want to join, just hit the link below. It's going to be in the description, and I'll see you on the other side. Let's go. One of my favorite ones, and most people do not talk about them like that. So let's jump into it. First Horizon Bank. First Horizon Bank. Listen, they might be geo-restricted for a lot of y'all. They're based out of Tennessee, but they got branches throughout the United States. So I say what you can do is open up a virtual address in the state that they are in or closest to you. If you are not able to open them up in your own state, open up a virtual address in the state that they are in or city that they are in, and then go in and apply online for the account. And you will have to get with a banker in order to get the credit card approval. Now, when I went through this with First Horizon, the banker was a relationship banker that I was able to get and establish a relationship with in order to get the type of approval I did. But it was a paper application. It wasn't going to be online, meaning that we actually had to fill this out. He sent me the DocuSign and everything, and I had to send it back to him. But the limits are so good. $50,000 on their credit card. Only competitions I see like this are someone with the major banks like Chase and stuff like that. 0% interest on all purchases for 6 months following account opening date. Sweet, man. We're going for the 0% interest every time. Every time. They will be looking at your Equifax. Again, this is a no hard inquiry. Went through the whole sequence, told them how much I needed, got approved, was never no hard inquiry on my credit profile. I did have my TransUnion in my Experian locked just in case they wanted to pull my Equifax. It was locked on TransUnion and Experian. Still got approved, no hard inquiry. Great bank to get in with, man. They got plenty of other products, and I will be dropping a full video on them very soon. But First Horizon, I'm in Florida, but they're based out of Tennessee, and they got ones throughout the country. So you just look and see where they're at and see if you're able to open them up in your city or your state. If not, hey, for $50,000, I get on a plane, a $200 plane ticket, and go get that $50,000. That's worth it to me for sure. So let's get to the next one, man. Y'all know I got gems for y'all, man. Y'all know I got gems. So those three right there are going to be your pre-approvals. 30 from First Horizon, 30 from Citizens Bank, and 30 from GM. Now you just got access to $90,000 without no hard inquiry. Now we're going to run into the big boy banks and go ahead and get us some more funded. And you know, I gotta go to one of our favorite banks to go to, man. And this one, knock them out the ballpark every time. We going over to Chase. Of course, Chase is going to be pulling your Experian credit profile unless you're in a state where they might pull TransUnion. Best to have TransUnion locked and Equifax locked, so they just pull your Experian, and there's no need to get unnecessary multiple inquiries for one application. We only want one inquiry if we have to. You don't need to see what the other ones have on there and just get multiple inquiries because we're stacking these cards. So Chase will allow you to get 2 credit cards with them on one pool. Now, this is also done with the business relationship managers that we have on our team, so they're able to do this. But if you do it in person and you do it on your own, yeah, you can still get some good limits, but you're most likely only going to be able to get one card. But the limits are very good. With our relationship banker that we're able to get like around 70,000 per card. So that's 140,000 in one pool from one bank. Now, 140 plus the 90 we just got put us at our 2 right there. That put us at 230. So Chase has the Business Inc. Unlimited card. Comes at 0% interest for 12 months. The best one to get. But you know, you do got other options. You got the Inc. Business Preferred. It comes with the bonus points, which is you're a person that loves to travel and you do a lot of shopping and everything like that. 90,000 bonus points after you spend $8,000 within the first 3 months after you open the account. That can that can fly you out the country, pay for your hotel and everything. 90,000 bonus points is a lot of points on the introductory after you spend 8,000. So you're going to get still 90,000 plus because you're going to get the points for the 8,000 that you spend too. Good card to have. The Inc. Business Cash would be my second favorite one, of course, because it's 0% interest for 12 months. I like points, but I'm more for the 0% interest, especially in the businesses that I know that I'm going to be doing a lot of marketing and investing in and got to see some cash return on. So my 0% interest for my strategy works best for me, but it might be different for you. You get 5% cash back on select business categories, which probably might just be for like gas, you know, marketing and things like that. You earn $350 when you spend the $3,000 on purchases within the first 3 months, and an additional $400 when you spend $6,000 on purchases within the first 6 months. So if you spend $9,000, they're giving you $750 back. Now you're already going to spend $9,000 anyway. If you using it to pay for your rent at your suite that you might be rent office space or anything like that, rent for that can add up real quick. So definitely a good card to have. The Inc. Business Premier card. I like it, you know what I'm saying? It's not the first one that I would go to. Of course, I'm going for 0% interest first, but this one does come with its perks. Earn 2.5% cash back on everyday purchases of $5,000 or more, and 2% cash back on all other business purchases. After you spend $10,000 on purchases within your first 3 months of opening an account, they give you $1,000 cash bonus. That's good for me. That sounds real good. Chase also partners with other ones like airliners, with Southwest and everything like that. Now, this is on Chase main page. So what I would do is go for these ones, the main Chase business credit cards, and then come back and get these other ones, like the ones with Southwest, the United one, the IHG, and the Amazon, in the business, the Hyatt ones. These are ones that are partners with Chase. So I would get these after I get my main Chase credit cards, of course, my 0%, because I want to be able to get the most spending that I can without paying any interest. So right here with Chase, you can get 100K just with Chase alone. This is why we stress have the right structured credit profile so you can get these high limits approvals when you do go and apply. Now, the next stop, you already know where we finna dive into it. It ain't no bit secret, but here, take a second to hold your breath. And we landed at Truist. Y'all know it, man. Truist. Truist is gonna be a bag giver, man. And Truist got a couple different techniques that you can do. Truist is going to be pulling your Equifax. This is the hard pull. Chase just pulled our Experian. Truist is going to be pulling the Equifax on a hard pull. Now, you can get pre-approved with Truist though too. And you can get multiple cards with Truist. I like my relationship managers because I get high limits with them. If you do this online, there you can do it where you open up multiple tabs at one time after you open up the checking account with Truist, the business checking account and everything. You apply late night with them and you go ahead and get the pre-approval, open up another tab in a different browser in another tab and see which ones, and once you get that pre-approval on all three, accept them on all three and you are liable to get all three of these cards. Now, Truist does have a maximum exposure limit, unlike Chase, where their maximum exposure limit is $150,000 right now for new LLCs. Truist is a little bit lower than that, but not by much. It's $120,000 that you can get with Truist, a maximum exposure limit. So they got the Truist Business Cash Rewards. 0% interest for 9 months. Y'all know how I like them. Earn cash back, 3% cash back on gas, 2% at restaurant. Stores up to $2,000 in combined spend, and 2% and 3% categories per month. 1% on all other eligible purchases. 10, 25, 50% loyalty cash bonus when you deposit cash rewards into an eligible Truist business checking, saving, or money market account. Bonus percentage depends on business deposits accounts type of balances. So there's a couple things with that. But if y'all gonna follow my business credit stacking technique and y'all are looking to invest, y'all have a new LLC, you don't want to be paying interest coming out the door while you are building the foundation of your business. Go for the 0% interest first. It just makes so much more sense. Why pay interest while you are still building to get cash flow coming in on a consistent basis? Now, after you got cash flow coming in, then come back, because you can get multiple cards with Truist. Then come back and get the cards that might have interest coming in out the gate. So the one that I went with was the Truist Business 0% interest APR for 12 months. Of course, I didn't really mind none of this. I needed the 0% interest APR for 12 months, and it's going to serve its purpose for me and then for my business. So Truist is going to be your Equifax pool. Now we got to go over to TransUnion. And this is another one people ain't talking about. So hold your breath real quick. We're going to land at Edward Jones Business Credit Card. Now, this is a hidden gem. The underwriter's not, but the institution is. Now, they are backed by Elan Financial. So Elan Financial is a underwriter that backs a lot of banks and credit unions as far as like who they decide who to get an approval with. So they're going to be pulling TransUnion 90% of the time. They're going to be pulling TransUnion, and they are very generous with their limits. This Elan Financial card, from what I have experience with them, will give you up to $30,000. Don't need no relationship with them. You can apply out the gate. A strong TransUnion credit report. They're not too inquiry sensitive. So you can have 1, 2 at the max. Your limits might go a little bit lower. But definitely you can have 1 and still get in with them. But if you go through my technique, that's why I say do the pre-approvals first. You go in with no inquiries, You make them the first inquiry, and you come out with $30,000 credit card. It's a MasterCard. It do got its perks. It do got its perks. So it do got its perks, and this is why I like Edward Jones. It's because one, 0% APR for 12 billing cycles. Then 0% APR or 0% introductory fee for balance transfers within 60 days after account opening, which meaning that you can do a balance transfer for up to 60 days with 0%, 3% after that each transfer. $5 minimum required. Now, this is the gems. This is how you're going to be able to hit past $150,000, $200,000 in business credit cards within a short period of time. If you are active and you do this the right way, you can do this within a couple weeks. You can do this. You can do this within a week if you really want to get active and get your results. No hard inquiries at first, then get you 3 hard inquiries from 3 different lenders, and you are set to go. But being that I was gone for a while, I got to give y'all one more. So y'all ready to hold y'all breath again, man? Believe me, I ain't going to let y'all pass out. So check it out. We're going to go to one more bank, and then I'm going to call it a wrap. Hold your breath real quick. And we are landing at Ameris Bank. Now, if you don't know about Ameris Bank, this is going to be a banger for you. Let's go over to the personal side and see what we got. Go over to the business side and see what we got. Okay, y'all know how I like them. Y'all know how I like them, man. We got Ameris Bank with 0% interest APR on purchases for the first 6 billing cycles. Business credit card. They're going to be pulling your Equifax or your TransUnion based off of where you're at. They're going to be pulling Equifax or TransUnion. They will have you, most of the time, you can try to call in and get an application pushed through over the phone. But I'm out here in Florida. This is a bank that's actually I'm able to walk into and was able to do the application with. But you can do an application over the phone and get it pushed through. If you get a rep that's telling you, hey, we need you to come in, just call back, try to speak with somebody else. Already had the account open and telling them, hey, I want to just go ahead and do the application over the phone. I'm traveling right now. Can I just do the application now and see if they're able to push it through? But for the limits that you'll be able to get, $30,000 they're pushing out the gate with a new LLC. It's worth the flight, y'all. It's worth the flight. But let's take a look at some of the other ones just so y'all can see why I chose to give them last as a sweet spot. Because we got 0% APR, 0% interest for 18 months. 18 months at 0% interest. You know how much stuff you can invest in within 18 months and get a return on? Come on, y'all. Come on, man. Come on, man. These other ones are going to be rewards. They got 5 times rewards points on hotels, car rentals, 2 times on category or on spent on top. What does it say? Per 2 times points per $1 spent in your top 2 spend categories each month. Y'all know which ones I went to. I went to the 18 month. I need 0% APR for 18 months, man. There's no annual fee, introduction fee for the first 12 months, and then it'll be a $95 fee after that. And their last one is a business real rewards card. Intro APR rates can go from 0% introductory rates for 6 billing cycles. After that, it's going to be 18% to 27. 5.5 points on prepaid hotels. 5.5 points on prepaid hotels. That means you get so many points by just booking a hotel. 1.5 per $1 spent on all other eligible categories, and $2,500 bonus points worth of the $25 awarded after first purchase. So as soon as you make your first purchase, they give you up to $25 bonus points, or $25 that you can just $25. So you do your first purchase, they're giving you $25. not too familiar with those ones. The one that I am familiar with is my 0% interest 18 month. I'm loving it. I got plenty of time to do what I need to do. Don't have to worry about paying no interest. I just make my minimum monthly payment and I'm good to go. Of course, after 90 days, I'm going to be going for an increase anyway, but that's a topic for another day. Listen, had to come back with some gems for y'all, man. I just gave y'all not only 3 pre-approval ones, not only 3 top ones, but an extra banger one. 7 banks that y'all can go to and get over $200,000 in business credit cards for your LLC in your business. So, thanks for tuning back into the channel, and I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Let's go.